You remember all those times when she would silence you, speak over you intentionally? That when it came your turn to speak, she would steal your thunder just because she couldn't stand your light when it was your turn to speak up. She just always knew how and when to steal your thunder, your show. And perhaps this was all planned out, because it has become a pattern, right? It became a pattern. Why is she talking over me always when it's my turn to speak? Especially when you're around family members and friends. And you know this because you've seen it, okay? And you just let her speak anyway. Because you're just the type to let everyone speak their mind when it's their turn. But somehow she found out how to silence you at the time when you need to speak up. There's something very, very significant about your jaws and how tight they have been feeling for a very long time. For some, very specifically, it's your left jaw. And for some of you, you've even had TMJ, okay? And I'm getting like this is due to not having to speak up, okay? That every time you felt like you needed to speak up, it's like your jaws start to tighten up, right? And this comes with a blocked throat chakra. Why couldn't I speak up when it was my turn to speak up every time your evil sister was around? Something felt and always felt so tight and restricted. Collective, hear me. You triggered her with your voice. There's something very, very significant about your voice and how it overpowers others. You hear me? That each time it was your turn to speak up when your sister was around, she intentionally would cut you off and block you completely from speaking up because there's something very, very significant about your voice. You are a gifted child. Your sister knows that you are. She won't allow you to speak up and use your voice because your voice is so powerful. So there's got to be a way for her to try to restrict you from speaking up when you needed to speak up. It's like this feeling of someone being around and always trying to hold you back from speaking when it is your time to speak up. Hear me. When you carry such gifts and you know you're a gifted child, especially to the ones who carry a voice, a very distinctive voice. You ever heard your sister tell you without sounding like she's trying to shut you up to be quiet? For our females, it's the just sit pretty and just don't say anything. Just sit pretty and don't say anything. This is in fact very intentional to have power over your voice, to control over your voice. And this is going to lead me to tell you the story of the Little Mermaid. And then we'll continue talking about this on episode 4 about black magic. For some of you guys, you love to sing. You're a singer. And so when you find yourself to be around your sister, right, you notice the rivalry right away, right? You feel the rivalry, you feel it. And because you're so kind and you're so compassionate, you're gonna let her sing. even though you want to sing with all of your heart, but you don't want to overpower her because you know you're good. She may also be a singer, but she may not be as good as you. And so when time comes to sing, and sometimes, it's playing around, it's just singing, just freely singing. You don't want to sing because you don't want to overpower her voice, even though it is your energy she's using 111 to overpower yours.